Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 38 of Let's Play Tales of Arise, where we're just about to leave Vicent. Let's do it.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
I like how the other two members of the pie just like, yeah, we're just not going to talk. They seem to be having a whole thing. Let's leave them alone. Also, before we fight, we have actually got some rosemary, which increases elemental attack. I'm actually going to give that all to Rimwell. She is an absolute beast when it comes to her spells.
Let's
so
dispose of the trash.
I never miss.
I think Kasara's the only one we haven't actually had in a
If they rush you, you gotta just recover.
what's it called? We haven't had her in the pie as a fight member. Like, she's always been a support.
Lightning orb.
Whereas Dohelium looks like he's actually doing pretty good on his own.
Looky here.
I just don't think I'd enjoy playing as him. I think that's the problem. Like, his playstyle isn't for me. But we'll try. Like I said, we have, once we get to level 30 and level 40, we'll be visiting the what's it called, the training ground a lot more.
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Well, it could be fail, and I could, if I remember correctly, if I'd actually remember that she's able to do that, you know, it probably wouldn't be as big of a problem. But
Light astral energy.
No further.
go on, Dohelium.
Now. Astral energy. Full throttle.
I still like Extend Gate. That's still a really cool attack.
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Okay, Hootle, where is your friend? Sorry guys, I don't know if you heard that, but my Google just decided to tell me France is 500 odd miles away from me.
What's this thing?
Like I care. Thank you, Google, but no, I don't give a shit. Okay, so Hootle, his friend, is over here. But not over there. One second, guys.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo.
Wait, sorry about that. There they are.
Hoo 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 hoo.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. That's
Look,
like
Hootle,
the
one of
worst
your
fucking
buddies.
sound ever. Okay, let's get ourselves to Magsa.
This'll
Come
be
on,
a
boys.
delicious piece of cake.
Damn it! Here I come!
Healing arc. Wind astral raging cascade. Sealed.
I wonder, is it Megasonic Frost that has a new one?
Radiant light.
No, that's the original.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more.
Wait, actually, let me have a quick look at this. You know, it has Explosive Ring, which is different, I believe. Yeah, Infernal Torment's the original. So Explosive Ring is actually a different one completely.
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
That's badass.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohelium.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Fishing. Various fishing points are scattered around Dana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles, so don't hesitate to try fishing holes when you find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting a line, luring fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. For more information on these steps, consult the fishing controls topic.
Where should I cast my line?
Well,
Yeah! Okay, change of plans.
that didn't work.
Yeah! There we go.
Wait, what? I don't. This. Okay. Oh crap! That. Okay. The fuck? This is fucking really weird. Fuck! Okay, I don't like this minigame.
Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
I do not like this minigame. But I'm also not prone to admitting defeat.
Yeah! There we go.
Ah, so it has a health bar. I see what you mean. Oh, so that health bar is actually what I'm fighting against. Right. I thought the bar at the bottom was what I was fighting against.
We can get a good meal out of this fella.
That flapper was a true fighter.
Yeah, we'll do this for a few more minutes. I mean, it's not as bad as I expected. Actually, I'm starting to appreciate it.
Ha! All right.
Just press whatever buttons I can. I feel like my R2 button's fucked. My R2 button's a little bit fucked on this controller. It's an old controller. What would you expect?
Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
We'll do some fishing later.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
Hey, look, you look like you know the way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask for is you show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come and talk to me. So the fishing expert found at Talca Pond can teach you the basics about fishing. If you show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to catch fish you haven't found, as well as giving you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. So we've got Miguel's rod, beginner popper. Didn't even realize we did a quest, but we didn't get any SP, so therefore it's pointless. However, it looks like Kasara's got the skilled angler thing. Well, I'm still focusing on that one up there for now. We'll focus on the rest later. Well, look who it is. Something you need to ask? Let me show you my fishing notes. Alright, let's see. You've got... so you've got 2 kinds of fish so far, eh? Oversea and Frozen Valley, Talca Pond. Those are the places you've yet to catch some fish. Why not swing by? One more and you'll have something to show me. Okay. And it looks like if I go any further, we're going to have another cutscene. So let's... Oh, we're going to have to heal someone. One or the other. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my Sorry, forget I spoke. Come on. Carry on. Don't mind me.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
But she wants you to. Damn, the infantry shield is like the worst. It's not even the fucking good shield for her. That's some sad right there. Don't understand why the game does this. Like, adds like a bunch of like really weird shit to add. Like, why would I want this in my game? God damn it! I like my game serious.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Rinwell, you are a little up your own arse at the moment.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Okay. Let's rest up.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Thank you, Shione. Shion, you pointed out the exact thing I wanted to point. I pointed out. Heal after battle. I like the CP, heal CP after battle. It's just so much better.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much needed energy.
Thank you, Kasara. Ooh, let's talk to Kasara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives. So it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol. The one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Legil wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Legil? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
You
know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
This isn't D&D. We don't need to fucking what? Actually, no. If no one, then
Before
again,
we go, do you guys have everything?
whenever I play D&D, my party members have never been the best at war. And now I'm glad I did not sell any of these, because So it looks like there's only this many weapons, but then we get refined versions. So what's the Gale Wing? Okay, no, that looks pretty cool. That looks much better than Ground Fang. And Aurum Longsword. So just some new stuff. And yeah, ooh, that's the ground. I like that a little bit more. I was never that interested in Blackthorn, so. And again, though, not really the best looking. Oh, so she has one new book, which is the best. Okay. So I'm assuming they won't all be refined stuff. But if they are, that's cool. I mean, I'm happy with how they are. Oh, cool. We can give her her feathered shield, which is the best shield that she can have. So let's craft and equip. So we've got flashbang shield, which. Okay, raw, and then refined, and then the feline bastion. That looks actually pretty cool. I know I said shit about like stuff like that, but that looks cool. I'll just sell that. Yeah, sure, sell that. Trout and bass. Craft accessories. Right now, there's no accessories I'm really that interested in doing. So we're not worried about that. Oh, I could do the ranch from here. I'm gonna try something.
Thing is.
Right. I'm gonna get 2 more of you. It's a lot of money, but it's worth it. And again, 2 more of you. The rest we're not worried about. Okay, let's do some little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more cutscenes.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
That's fair. I'm also actually going to change something. Outfit. Law. I don't know why, but I don't like the weapon skin. It don't look right. I think yeah, I think I'm gonna go for those. They like make more sense to his look. Hey, come on, you hawky fucks.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You have a bad feeling because we're a lower level than them. You'll be fine. I've just realized my favorite ability that I've spent a lot of time leveling is going to be completely and utterly pointless here.
In an instant! Impact! We work well together.
Holy shit, that's my new favorite. The Phoenix one's pretty cool, but that takes the fucking cake.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior. Driven and talented.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
That means we've just picked up something that we can use to craft something new, which is good. This is pain. Why can this Zoogle stand still?
All right.
Perhaps time I deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Oh, fuck you. I already know how to use his ability.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance. Can't get...
Leave the agile ones to me. In a bind?
Can I kill him now? Means like walls, smokes of pierce, and dohelium. Yeah. I normally would read that, but it's just we know we figured this out already. It's like the game doesn't expect you to pay attention to like a lot of the cutscenes that happen. I'm assuming they don't expect you to like not that they don't expect you to pay attention. I guess they expect you to accidentally miss some or something. You know, not be very attentive to them. But to be fair, there is a lot of them. Yes, keep him in dohelium, thank you.
This ends now.
Consider the classic. Beautiful.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
See, you did that a very good way there, Alphen, but Rinwell, you need to fucking stop. But artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. You can toggle these effects on and off from the artifact effect list. You can now set set 6 additional arts. Press triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. Oh, okay. What's this? Dohalim, treasure hunter.
I sense a strange power from this.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
So let's set some art. So, fuck yeah, that's awesome. So I've now got a lot more stuff. Okay. So I obviously liked Dragon Swarm. I've got Megasonic Thrust, double Demon Fang. Yes, definitely double Demon Fang. And I want an up attack as well. I don't know if Lightning Thrust is going to be as good as the Gale. I don't have a lightning attack though. Oh, we could have Sword Rain Alpha. We'll have Sword Rain Alpha. And the up attacks will have Mirage. Devastation and Soaring Light Sphere? No, not Soaring Light Sphere. We'll have Stardust. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I was just about to continue, I looked at my timer, and unfortunately, we're actually at the end of the part. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Join the Discord, all links down below. Please do give the video a like if you enjoy it. It really will help out a lot and help this series, you know, get to more people, which is always nice. But other than that, like I said, have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one.